Welcome to Shooby Dooby Doo Up, a podcast where we talk about pop music, specifically by deep diving a randomly chosen UK top 10 singles chart from the past. I'd say love was a magical thing. No mortal can win this day. We don't know much about history. Touch us. We want to feel your body. I'm Andy Robinson.
And I'm James Cook.
And which randomly chosen UK top 10 singles chart from the past are we looking at this week, James?
We're going to the 12th of April, 1986.
The 12th of April, 1986, I say to reiterate, in the top 30, there are loads of other great records, of course, such as The Power of Love by Huey Lewis, Kiss by Prince, Love Comes Quickly by the Pet Shop Boys, Manic Monday by the Bangles, Absolute Beginner by David Bowie, and Chain Reaction by Diana Ross. So some might say, James, a golden time for pop music.
The number one album would back that up because that is Hits 4, which was kind of like the Not the Now, That's What I Call Music compilation thing, short-lived hits series, which was, you know, all the songs that were in the charts, and that's what people were buying, featuring two songs that are not in the top 10, but that are coming up in the bonus tracks.
Yes, if you look at our playlist attached in the description, we have a YouTube and Spotify playlist. You can listen to all the songs we're going to bang on about, either before, during, or after this podcast. And there's another half a dozen songs that never, ever made the UK top 10. What they do in there, I'll tell you, James, since you've already mentioned it. They're for our Patreon content, our bonus tracks edition, we like to call it, for Patreon members who very kindly chuck us a bit of money to keep this podcast going.
Yeah, and in the bonus tracks this week, we've got 5 absolute bangers, and another song is also on there, including What Punk Did Next, The Shawshank Redemption in song form, and the first sighting of a legendary DJ. You can join our Patreon community for free. The bonus tracks podcast costs less than £1 a week. Just go to patreon.com/shubipodcast.
Well, we'll talk about hits being number one album chart, James. I had to look what was going on around the 12th of April, 1986 in the world, in the UK at least. I was going to say not much, really. Oxford United had just won a League Cup, this kind of thing.
The next day, so the 13th of April, 1986, The Chart Show debuted on Channel 4. It would later move to ITV. See, my memory of The Chart Show is that it was on ITV on Saturday lunchtimes. Do you remember The Chart Show?
Yeah, I loved The Chart Show.
Yeah, it was all kind of done with computer graphics. It was dead futuristic, and it was like on a fairground, and you'd go up a roller coaster and it would tell you the charts and play videos at you. Got rid of that pesky hosting thing that Top of the Pops had.
Not a bad idea, bearing in mind some of the Top of the Pops presenters. You know what I'm saying, James?
Yeah, I know.
The Grammys had just been won by We Are the World was the best single. No Jacket Required was the best album. Bob Geldof was about to be knighted. So that, as I often say about the mid-'80s, if you can remember it, you had the bad luck to be there.
Are you not fond?
I was, where were you in 1986?
This was just before we moved house. There you go. Fun fact. So I was just
There's no mention of what house you moved from. It's just a nebulous story.
Yeah.
All right, then.
Well, I was only 8 at the time, and I was just about to leave behind all the friends I had.
The imaginary ones.
You had to make all new imaginary friends in the new house.
I was just a crazy mixed-up kid of around 17. I've got no real memory. However, I bought no percent of this top 10 singles, but later I bought 20% on subsequent best-ofs and compilations and that.
I bought not 1%, I bought 10% of this top 10, and I may even show it to you later on.
Tell me some stats first, before you show me things.
This top 10 contains 3 UK number one singles. There are 5 songs going down, 3 going up, and 2 non-movers for a total net movement of plus 23. There are 5 British artists, 2 Americans, 1 British/American, a Norwegian and an Austrian. There are 4 solo artists, 4 groups, and 2 collabs.
Great mid-'80s stats. By my reckoning, there are 4 songs about the complexities of love, 2 songs about the complexities of sex, 1 instrumental about some fella, 2 songs of existential matters, and 1 song, despite its overt humour, is about ownership and objectification of a woman. However, there is 1 song of self-reference and 3, count 'em, 3 magnificent key changes, so I'm happy.
Good, I'm glad you're happy about it. I think I might be more enthusiastic about this chart than you are, but we'll find out, won't we?
Yeah. As always, you can listen to all of these songs we've mentioned. Please do, because it not only makes sense of what me and James are banging on about, you've got a mid-80s chart full of interest and intrigue.
Well, completely ready when you are, Shaky.
Number 10.
Up 4 to number 10 this week, it's Atlantic Star with Secret Lovers.
I had no memory of this song at all from the time.
Nor me.
I mean, I was only 8, so it's not really the kind of song I would have been listening to, I don't think.
I mean, let's sum up the, what a pair of bastards.
I think that's a very good summation.
It is one of those songs, isn't it, James? Arguably a little bit like Private Number, and a few of them. It's a song of an affair.
Yeah, Me and Mrs. Jones, would that be one as well?
Yeah. In this case, the lead singers were Atlantic Star, Wayne Lewis, rest in peace, R.I.P. Wayne Lewis, Barbara Weathers.
He was the songwriter with his brother David. I think it's David who sings on the track.
So David and Barbara, do you want to do it?
No, you do it. It's your catchphrase, mate.
I'll save that one for later. Anyway, David and Barbara, they're going on, aren't they? Here we are, the two of us together, taking this crazy chance to be all alone. We both know that we should not be together because if we're found out, it could mess up both of our happy homes.
Maybe don't do it then.
Yeah.
Keep it in your pants, for God's sake.
It does happen. All they are doing, James, is reporting on the phenomena of modern existence. On YouTube comments, people really got into the notion of this song being a cheating song, I suppose. Mackie D says, the harsh reality is that you won't find your true love until you're committed to someone else. You make of that notion?
You know, I totally get it. You know, you meet someone else while you're in a relationship, then you end that relationship and you go out with the new person. Don't do both at the same time. What are you, Italian?
Benny Sharbar on YouTube. Fellas, if your girl is walking around the house singing this song, you got trouble. Let's try and describe it. Nip over to Spotify, but it's a lush soul record, isn't it?
Almost an archetypical 80s soul ballad, isn't it? It's got all the electric piano touches that you would expect, the tempo that you would expect. And, you know, on first listening, when you're not really paying attention to the lyrics, you think, oh, this is all right. And it's quite pleasant. Then you listen to the lyrics and you're like, you did what?
They're right into it, aren't they? Let's do it a little bit. How did it go? Secret lovers, that's what we are. I can't remember. I was too busy in the affair fog.
Yeah. I mean, is it a secret if you do a song about it?
Yeah.
It's so secret that only anyone who buys a single can know.
Sitting at home, I do nothing all day, but I think about you and hope that you're okay. That seems innocuous enough, doesn't it?
How could something so wrong be so right? That's just justification for bad behaviour, isn't it, that line?
As TD on YouTube says, how could something wrong be so right? Devil's logic. Wrong is always wrong. It can never be right.
Or is it?
Go on.
Just being a devil's advocate. But, you know, because of like the rise of soap operas and stuff and movies like Fatal Attraction, it feels like everyone was having an affair back in the 80s.
It was so 80s and so glamorous.
Yeah, with their big shoulder pads.
Think about this with this song, Careless Whisper. I mean, this is so blatantly, I suppose it's because it's a duet and there's two people involved. Instead of George Michael hanging around a rope, singing I'm Never Gonna Dance Again.
At least he feels some remorse.
Yeah, these two are right into it.
Well, you say that, but there is the bit that does make me laugh, which is in the middle of making love, we notice the time. We both get nervous because it's way after 9.
After 9, isn't it? The curfew.
It's after 9, guys. We shouldn't be making love right now. Our partners might find out.
Do you think they're electronically tagged?
Do you think it might be 9 in the morning?
Did you watch video?
Well, it's like a performance that I saw and that went on for ages.
It's long, isn't it? It's a live video for some reason. Barbara Weathers. She's saying at the beginning of this live video, are there any secret lovers out there?
She was very much a trailblazer by asking that question.
Coldplay.
Coldplay would go on to just expose it.
Name and shame with the spotlight. Lisa asking,
you and me, are we fair? Is this cruel or do we care? Yes, it's cruel, and no, you clearly don't bloody care.
We're really getting into the lyrics on this one rather than the sumptuous music and the melody. But they're overbearing, aren't they?
Yeah. We're being very judgy, and it's a lot of fun to be judgmental. Let's not beat about the bush.
So was that one of your innuendo, beat about the bush, when we talk about secret lovers?
It's all in your head, that.
His head, is that one of yours? We talk about secret lovers.
Imagine that, though, two people who are in relationships with other people meeting up
secretly
every week
on the
to laugh and think about the past.
It's just what we feel. It's so real, so real, so real.
Yeah. Do we care? Come on. And the thing is, I can't remember. What was the song we did? There was another song where you go, this is all right. And then you listen to the lyrics and you go, oh my God. It was that Chairman of the Board song we did in a bonus tracks.
I can remember. I don't know which one.
Where you go, this is quite fun, upbeat. And it turns out he's like a terrifying stalker or something.
Every Breath You Take by the Police. But I mean, all of them are hidden. This is blatant. I mean, they should do a song. We're going to do a bank robbery.
I think that lyrical content can put you off the song. Can't it? Even if the rest of the song is perfectly fine. If you're spending most of the time listening to it going, hang on, what?
But, James, as we've mentioned before, a pop song is only the same as a novel or a television series. What was that television series I watched about the affair with Dominic Dudo that went on for 20 years? This is over in 3 minutes at least.
I have no idea what TV show that refers
called The Affair or something. It's all about the complicated nature. So why are we less tolerant about it in a pop song than we would be in a book or a novel or a film or a movie? I know I've said two things twice there.
But there are songs that are about affairs that don't feel as morally dubious as this one. How about that?
Yeah, right. All right.
But other than saying, is this cruel or do we care? They don't really show any guilt, do they?
No,
they're like, no, we're too busy doing it.
They mean to each other, maybe for complicated reasons.
I mean, the fact that it was written by two brothers is a bit weird.
Number 9.
Up 14 places to number 9. It's Train of Thought by Aha.
Yes, I didn't remember this one either. That made me think, how connected was I in the charts in 1986 as a stupid 17-year-old?
Yeah, I didn't remember this either.
All right, let's do this first rather than criticising Aha for their lyrical content. Did you like the record this week then, since it's new to you?
To begin with, not really.
Yes.
But there's usually always one, isn't there?
Yeah,
this is a grower.
Hashtag me too.
That's not what that means, but okay.
So, yeah. Let's do both musically and lyrically what's going on with this song. Do, 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 do. What's that played on, that little riff? Do, 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 do.
Why, the relaxing sound of the panpipes.
The relaxing sound of the panpipes, unusual even in 1986. And then Aha are saying, he likes to have the morning papers crossword solved.
Can I just stop you there, Andy?
Please.
Because you're singing it there in like your regular voice.
Yes.
But I think we can all agree that Morton Harkett, who has two voices, he has the lovely, sweet sort of pop soul voice that he does on Take On Me, and then he has his David Bowie impression, which is what he's doing on this record.
Very much so. It's got a touch of that, hasn't it? The Berlin era. So there he goes. The one Morton is singing, mate, likes to have his morning papers crossword solved.
Likes to have his morning papers crossword solved.
Then, fantastically, since we're talking about a crossword, words go up and words come down, forwards, backwards, twisted round, or something like that.
They don't go backwards in crosswords. They either go down or across. Maybe in Norway they do it all kinds of different ways.
They're very liberated. He grabs a pile of letters from a small suitcase, disappears into an office. It's another working day. So what's going on in this verse, James, before we hit the chorus, would you say?
They're singing about, the rat race and the guy he's in a rut, isn't he? He's in a working rut.
All right. But as someone pointed out on YouTube, this made me think about this song very differently. Enzo Roma and comments says, this song is about a gifted mind.
Well, yes, because it's the chorus is then about, the train of thought, the flights of fancy in his brain.
Let's do the chorus. And his thoughts are full of what they're full of.
Strangers.
corridors of naked lights.
Yeah, corridors of naked lights. Oh.
And
that
his
sentence took a turn at the end, didn't it?
mind was full of reason. No, there's more. What is there more of? It's more than meets the eye. And then weirdly a little anti-chorus of now a stranger's face he carries with him.
That's my favourite bit of the song, when it suddenly has like a different tune all of a sudden.
The little PS to the chorus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this made me think very much about music this week, James, and being held hostage like we are listening to it. The first time I heard it, I thought, I guess someone knows that bit. The second time, I thought, I love that bit, so familiarity.
Written by Paul from the band. He was like the main songwriter.
Paul whom, do you know?
Paul Wakhtar.
Well done.
Well, actually, he's actually now Wakhtar Savoy, because in 1991 he married a cabbage. No, he married a hotel. And he also, it used to be, Paul in Norwegian is spelled P-A with an umlaut L.
Mm.
And he just got sick of everyone calling him Pal because they assumed that's what his name was.
Right.
So he put a U in his name in the 90s so that people would pronounce it properly.
He anglicised it to fit in with our intolerant community.
Yeah.
Sorry, James. We've both been watching the news before this started. All right, then. How'd you say the other fella's name?
What, Mags?
Yeah. How'd you say his surname?
From Aha.
Yeah. That's right. Noel Gallagher told Mags back in 2006 how much he loved this song. I don't know where that's come from, but it's got the Noel Gallagher badge of approval, if that means anything.
All right. Coldplay are apparently also big fans of Aha. What do you know of Aha?
I know there's 3 of them. I know that there's a Jewish tribute band to them called Oy Vey.
Is there?
No, I just...
Oh, I got excited then.
I know there's a Pirates tribute band called Yo Ho Ho.
So we mentioned Paul, there's Mags there. And I always feel a bit sorry for Mags because in any other band in the world, he'd be the looker, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
He's a good-looking guy. Unfortunately for Mags, he is standing next to Morton Harkett. Now, I've met Aha.
Why are we sitting on this so long? Where, when, why, how, whom with?
It was when I was working on the radio. We did an event and Aha played an acoustic gig in the back room of a pub in Coventry.
Was it good?
Amazing. They were brilliant. Yes, but Morton Harkett is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Not in a lust way, but like a...
Are you sure?
Yeah. Like he's a sunset or a great work of art. You just stare at him going, how are you? What is this? It's really, really disarming. And I just wanted him to hold me and tell me everything was going to be all right. He didn't.
Did they play any of their hits in this little pub acoustic?
Yeah. They did like acoustic versions of the hits. And
what did that sound like? They're so known for their electronica, their synthesizers.
Well, good, because the songs are actually decent. The hits are catchy and they're based on something.
Morrissey was a big fan of The Sun Always Shines on TV, so without wanting to think, well, Morrissey said it or Noel Gallagher said it, they've certainly got their fans for their songwriting.
Do you know what I used to think about that song, The Sun Always Shines on TV?
No.
I used to think, just close the curtains, then you can see it properly. Yeah.
It's because we're working class, James. We haven't got a TV room.
So this was their third of 9 UK top 10 hits, following Take On Me, which got to number 2, and The Sun Always Shines on TV, which was at number 1. And then they released this. And I did think, earlier on in the week, I was thinking, this isn't really a single, is it? It's not as hooky immediately as those other 2, but it has grown on me.
Did you watch video?
Yeah.
What do you make of that? Bearing in mind there, as we've mentioned, Take On Me, it's very similar, isn't it? They use the same animation technique.
Yes, but the story's not as immediately compelling, is it? Because it's just a bloke going to work.
Yeah. It's like a beautiful woman dragging you in through a frame and some sort of stormtroopers taking over. It's much more mundane, isn't it, this video?
And so angry motorcycle mechanics running after you in a comic book, no?
Yeah. Panpipes made me laugh when I first heard them, but again, throughout the week, I thought, they're so touching, these panpipes.
Do you think they're real panpipes or panpipe setting on a keyboard?
I think it's a setting.
So here's a weird thing about Aha that I didn't know until this week. Mags, very sadly, his dad was a jazz trumpeter. And in 1969, he was killed in a plane crash just south of Oslo. Someone who witnessed that plane crash, like saw the crash happen, was Morton Harkett.
Blimey.
But he wouldn't meet Mags for like another 13 years. That's weird, isn't it? Getting in a band with someone and you find out that they saw the plane crash that killed your father.
Yes, I don't know too much about Aha. There was a film about him recently. When that was out, I saw loads of people going, "This is one of the best bands ever," in YouTube comments, despite my silliness that I've mentioned. Loads of people love Aha. So, and as you mentioned, throughout the years, I've begun to think maybe I don't like the sound of them so much, but the songs are great, aren't they?
Oh, they certainly have a vociferous fan base. I can tell you that much from when we put that event on in Coventry.
Yeah.
Morton Harkett would present Eurovision Song Contest in 1996, and he would come 7th as Viking on The Masked Singer UK in 2021, ahead of Martin McCutcheon, Melby, Sophie Ellis-Bextor and Glenn Hoddle, but behind Joss Stone, Neo and Gabrielle.
What do you think? The chorus, I always give a chorus a bit more sway than the verses, because it's a chorus, isn't it? Meant to be, anyway. What do you make of the thing that the character in this song, at heart, is full of strangers? What do you think of that? Do you think he wants to be, let's call it, a little Atlantic star, if you know what I mean? Do you think there's a sexual thing to the verses? His heart and his mind is full of strangers while he's trapped in some drudgery of domesticity and, I don't know.
Well, they never refer to a partner, do they?
No.
I think it's just about someone who's got a rich inner life and has found themselves in the rat race. I think that's probably what it's about.
He may find himself in a Norwegian fjord.
Yeah. It also reminded me of Tracy Jacks by Blur, which is on a similar sort of theme, isn't it?
Yeah, good shout, James.
And sometimes those songs that bands do can be a bit sneery about, oh, look at the businessman going to work. But secretly, he wants to do something else. He wants to be in a band like me because I'm in Aha.
Well, since Aha are discussing a train of thought, do you want to have a guess what other pop stars have said about thoughts?
Oh, okay, not trains.
No.
No, because that would be Neil Young.
This is 1,000,000 pop points for each one you get right. As we've mentioned before, James, with this quiz, it's pretty much impossible on first go, but you never know. I hold out. Which pop star said, once you replace negative thoughts with positive ones, you start having results?
Could be any of them.
He's got a guitar called Trigger. He sang with, what's her name? Jessica Simpson in Dukes of Hazzard. He's much more known as a writer of Crazy. His name's Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Well done, James. Which pop star said, don't bury your thoughts, put your vision to reality, wake up and live?
Again, could be any of them. Are you just reading tea towels?
What's a good clue for him? He had no woman.
Is it Bob Marley? He didn't have no woman, though, did he? He had the opposite of that.
Hey, he could have been an Atlantic star. Bob Marley. I'm obsessed with them for some reason this week. All right, this is a good one. This is a modern pop star. Which pop star said, the cool thing about reading is that when you read something that expands your thoughts, this can change and things are powerful. She is part of the Secret Poets Association.
Is that film with Robin Williams in it?
No.
No.
A
modern one. Modern female pop star.
It's about reading, isn't it? Who's well known for their literary interest as a modern lyricist. And
well, I was going to say Dolly Parton, but is it Taylor Swift?
Woo-hoo-hoo. I'm going to give you just 100,000 pop points for that.
I don't deserve any of them.
Which pop star said, this is good about songwriting, bearing in mind we're talking about Aha. Songwriting's a way of channeling my feelings and thoughts. And to give you a big clue...
Again, could be anyone.
But to give you a good clue, you've only just mentioned her when you got Taylor Swift wrong.
Dolly Parton.
You got it in some ways, James. You're ahead of your time. Which pop star said, what a wonderful thought that some of the best days in our lives haven't happened yet.
Someone optimistic?
It is I think she's in the band Alicia's Attic.
Oh, God damn it.
That'd be Anne Frank. My apologies. We're only joking around. I'll give you a proper one for the last one, James. And this is, to give you a good clue, we're going to mention this pop star coming up in part 2.
Okay.
which pop star said, I can neither by signs or pantomime express my thoughts, for I am no dancer, but I can by tones, for I am a musician.
Is it Wham?
No, Falco's going to be singing about him.
Yeah, Wham.
I see, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Well done, James. You managed. I'm going to give you 1,000,000 pop points for that, for just being a crossword. You're like a crossword expert.
Yeah, I like to have my morning crossword solved.
Yeah. So are we saying then that this song is about you?
Yes, it is. I am the bloke from Train of Thought.
Number 8.
Up one to number 8 this week. It's Peter Gunn by The Art of Noise, and only The Art of Noise. They're not featuring anybody.
Come
That's
on,
right.
Andy.
It's Peter Gunn by The Art of Noise featuring Dwayne Eddy.
This piece of music, when you hear it, it's just so evocative of spies and private investigators.
You know it. We won't get into
noir.
it too much. You're right, James. You know that riff. It's that song. It's that instrumental.
Yes, originally written by Henry Mancini for the TV show Peter Gunn, which ran for 3 years on American TV. Who was Peter Gunn?
I have looked into it this week, James, because I thought, why do I know this record? Why do I know this tune? I've never even considered who Peter Gunn is. He was a private detective, fictional one in the 50s.
And what was his thing?
His gimmick was he... We've mentioned this in the past, haven't we? These detectives have to have a quirk. Kojak was lollipops. Eddie Shoestring was sketching. And when Bob Mortimer played a private detective in, what was that show called?
Randall and Hopkirk Deceased.
He decided his thing was to eat lots of crisps. So what was Peter Gunn's thing?
He liked jazz.
That's right. All right, then I'm glad.
Late 50s, though, he's a beatnik.
All right, we got into this early. While I was looking at Peter Gunn and the show, I also looked at some of the TV programs. He was joined in the jazz club by Lola Albright. Do you know her?
Was that the woman who played the girlfriend?
Yeah, she's a jazz singer. So
Yeah.
there's loads of scenes where she's singing a little bit of a American songbook classic. And then Peter Gunn walks in. There's a bit of business around the bar. And then they'll watch her sing. Now, James, Lola Albright, I watched quite a few of these clips this week because she is another ghost I've fallen in love with this week. Damn it.
Oh dear, time to wipe down the Ouija board.
It's a metaphor if ever I've heard one. Yeah. So she's great. Peter Gunn looks great. However, we're not really concentrating on this week. What are we going to concentrate on with this record? Did you like it?
It's a TV theme tune. I mean, it's a cool TV theme tune.
Yeah.
I give them that much. And they've got Dwayne Eddy to play the guitar on it. He did a version of the theme tune that got to number 6 in the UK in 1959, which is 2 better than this one because this one only gets to number 8. And the TV show didn't even air in the UK.
No. So Peter Gunn in UK, we don't know who he is, do we? We don't even know if he's about a detective or not, really. So I always like that, really, about it.
This was his Dwayne Eddy's first and also 9th and final UK top 10 hit. He re-recorded the guitar part for this version. He is the only instrumentalist with top 10 singles in 4 different decades in the UK.
Well done, contribution to your panoply of pop. We appreciate it. So we're focusing on Dwayne Eddy very much, as all Land Tesseract on YouTube says about the rest of the musicians. Art of Noise. Art of Noise will forever be the best sampler machine users band.
So who is in the Art of Noise?
Trevor Horn.
Nope.
He produced them.
Not this.
What's the name? Ann Dudley.
Ann Dudley is, yes.
Paul Morley wrote about them, probably.
Paul Morley left. Basically, Trevor Horn and Paul Morley had left Art of Noise in 1985 after having a row with the rest of the band.
Okay. Good old Ann Dudley, carrying on. We can get in Dwayne Eddy in. We don't need you, Paul Morley, writing sarcastic little quips because we've got Dwayne Eddy playing guitar. So
JJ Jeshelik was also in it, who said that Morley and Horn only contributed about 2% to the group anyway. Paul Morley went on to write an article calling them a novelty band, but that won a Grammy Award for this record.
It's peculiar.
It is, and it's got all the Art of Noise tropes.
Yeah, I mean, someone even says in the YouTube comments, Art of Noise even themselves later sampled this record on one of their sampler machine user band type things. on the Tom Jones Kiss. So they're eating themselves.
So they've got the car starting noise that they use all the time.
Yes.
And they've got the dum 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 dum, the dum dums. Someone's put dum into a keyboard. Dum 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 dum, which I think sounds a bit naff.
It's of its time for certain. Did you watch the video?
Yes.
Now, that was a treat for me, James, this week.
It is. It's the best thing about this song, I think.
Go on, tell me why.
So the video is kind of stylized, almost sort of Dick Tracy PI pastiche, starring, as the PI, Rick Mayall.
Yeah. Spoilers, not the last time we're going to see him this week as well.
Yeah, he's great in it, isn't he? He's so charismatic. He could do anything.
He's so handsome in this one. He's so funny in it. He does loads of that thing where he's walking around, sort of tripping over, then looking down the floor to see what he's tripped over. There's loads of bits of business, isn't there? Yeah, really good. Also, do you know who the barman in this scene was as well?
Oh, who was it?
It was the fella, Ted Burnett, who played the barman in the Star Wars in the cantina thing. So they drag him in. There was a lot of love for the woman in the video that Rick Mayall is essentially showing off in front of, seducing, if you like.
Yes, she's got a very mid-80s look.
Her name is Charlotte Weston, and this will be good fact fans. She was also in a Bros video for I Owe You Nothing. So we've probably talked about her in the past, James, when we did that record.
We've done that song, haven't we?
Yeah. And also loads of people going on about in this video what Rick Mayall's being a PI, that she's dressed the same as Jessica Rabbit.
I mean, does she wear a red dress at one point?
It's an archetypal red dress.
Yeah.
And Jessica Rabbit's not out for another 2 years, you bunch of divs anyway.
And that's a noir trope, isn't it?
The red dress.
Red dress.
Yeah.
Signifying a woman of ill virtue.
Much more enthusiastic about the video than we are about the record.
Yeah. I mean, the record, it's almost it's a novelty record, essentially, isn't it?
Yeah. All right.
Because it's a TV theme tune. But what other TV theme tune did The Art of Noise provide in the 80s?
Now, I would have thought that would just be at my fingertips, at my Rolodex of pop memory I have. Give me a clue.
It's a quintessential 80s game show.
I don't know. Go on, remind me.
The Krypton Factor.
Did they?
Yes, they did.
I never would have got that.
Yeah. And who associated with this record has a go, but not an ET?
Has a go, but not in ET?
But not an ET. Well, what happens if you put go in the middle of ET?
What?
What happens if you put the letters G-O in the middle of ET?
EGOT.
EGOT.
Oh, the Emmys, the Grammys, the Oscars, and the Tonys.
Yeah.
You've told me that before. Go on. This one, all of them?
No. One of the people has a go. They have a Grammy and an Oscar.
Okay.
And that's Anne Dudley. She won an Oscar for the Full Monty soundtrack.
Okay, well done, Anne Dudley. I'm liking the touch of Anne Dudley. When the boys are saying we don't like this band, and she goes, well, bugger off then, because you only do 2%. I'll do it myself. Well done, Anne Dudley. It features heavily in the arcade game Spy Hunter. Always like this, James, the notion that a song, an instrumental, a record can live on through other media. Well,
Peter Gunn as a riff shows up loads. It's shorthand for a certain type of, seedy private investigator work or spying or something like that.
How the best thing was, there's a lyrical version of this by Sarah Vaughan. Have you heard it?
No.
It's really good, actually. I won't sing it all because...
Here comes Peter Gunn. He is a private investigator. He's got a gun and he likes ladies. That kind of thing.
No, something like, although your words are better, it's like something like every night your line is busy, all that buzzing makes me dizzy, 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 dizzy. I think it's a remix I heard, but you get the gist. Ba, ba. It's essentially a song of, why don't you do one, mate? It's one of them. well worth it. I'm advising you, James, and I suppose anybody watching and listening to check that out as well. Sarah Vaughan and Peter Gunn. Gives it a new take on a tune you've heard millions of times.
Number 7.
It is a non-mover at number 7. It is the soundtrack to every bad magician you've ever seen. It's A Kind of Magic. by Queen.
I'm delighted you brought this concept up. For years, James, I have heard this record and I've always thought about Reeves and Mortimer doing a magic routine to this record. So I've associated that. That's been enhanced lately by Bob Mortimer doing it on that last one, Laughing. That was his thing. So for ages, I've thought a kind of magic, as you say, the magician and all the stuff. However, this week, James, it's revealed itself in its true glory to me. What a great record this is.
Oh, you've enjoyed it?
Yeah, man. I've known it all the time, but yeah, this week, repeated listens in the context as well, bear in mind some of the things we're about to hear.
So what is it you like about this?
It's spirit. It's I like the bass playing. Dum, 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 dum. That's lovely bass line. And the words, really, because I've always associated them with that kind of crass magicianship because of bloody Reeves and Mortimer. I've never realised how beautiful it is. And I think there's something about the lyrics and the spirit and the melody behind them, of course, that is really moving in this record.
So what is a kind of magic?
Well, this is the point, isn't it? What is it exactly? Whatever you want it to be, I suppose.
Or more specifically, it's about a sort of immortal time-travelling guy with a big sword.
Because it was in the film Highlander.
Yes, it was written for the film Highlander, which is why it goes on about mortal men and eternity and magic and so forth.
I didn't know that film at the time, so I didn't care about that. Did you?
I've never seen it, I'll be honest. There can be only one. I know that about Highlander. That was the tagline, wasn't it? But it was written by Roger Taylor originally.
I was wondering which one of Queen wrote this. My money was on the bass player because the bass line's so appealing.
Well, it was zhuzhed up by Freddie Mercury, who changed the bass line. So apparently the bass line Freddie came up with.
Okay.
And then he sort of put more instrumentation into it.
Yeah.
And so the lyrics, like, the bell that rings inside your mind is challenging the doors of time.
Yes.
What's that? What's that going on about?
You know, all of it. I think the title is so nebulous, as we sometimes say. It's a kind of magic. So I know what you're saying. The waiting seems eternity. The day will dawn on sanity.
Yeah, for years I thought that the day will dawn on Saturday. I was like, oh, blimey, what's happening on Saturday?
It's all slightly mysterious, hence being bolstered, I think, by the chorus. It's a kind of magic. You must know that feeling, James, in your life when
it's a kind of magic.
Yeah, you're not familiar with
what's
that.
What's the quote? The quote is that to someone like technology from a different civilization. Oh, I'm going to have to look at this quote.
Okay, you look it up. I'm going to tell you some things that other people have said while you're looking that quote up. Batman on YouTube. This is why I think it's good that Roger Taylor wrote it, because as we've spoke about before, James, Queen, the only band, but all four members have wrote a number one. That's something to be celebrated. Batman on YouTube says, this is what happens when a graphic designer, electrical engineer, dentist, biologist, and astrophysicist form a band.
Okay, because they're the members of Queen, yeah.
You've got it. You keep looking up your quote.
Got it. There's that quote from Arthur C. Clarke, which is, any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. So the idea being, if you went back to, I don't know, the 50s and showed them a smartphone, they go, what is this? But obviously you wouldn't have reception anyway, so probably wouldn't work. and how do you charge it?
Who'd you ring as well?
Exactly. Getting a smartphone and going, operator, give me London 12.
Do you believe in magic, James, as a loving spoonful once asked?
What do you mean? Define your terms.
All right, then. I suppose in this case it would be a feeling. You know, I know you and your feelings. You like to keep them under wraps, don't you?
I don't have any feelings, as you know.
Just a sense in life, you know, a beautiful evening can have a kind of magic to it. A relationship can have a kind of magic.
It can feel magical.
A record can have a kind of magic, and I feel this in the intro when Brian May's going and all that stuff, that beautiful outro. I feel better than I did before this record started, and that's an achievement. Okay. Do you not think?
Do you think that's magic, though?
Yeah, I'm going to put it down to that.
Rather Here he comes, Brian May being really good at guitar.
Who's this coming over the hill? Oh, it's only Paul McCartney. He believes there's a touch of magic in songwriting and music making, so I'm always going to listen to him.
Well, it depends on what your definition of magic is. I would say that's magical.
What's the difference between magical and magic?
Well, magical is something that's delightful and hooray. And
Yeah.
magic is something that's, defies all scientific explanation.
Don't you think some things in life defy all scientific explanation, James?
I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but you say that Brian May guitar thing, but that's because Brian May is a good guitarist.
Yeah.
That's not magic. That's him. That's him. His craft. That's him doing his thing. In some ways, to say it's magic is kind of doing down the hard work that Brian May has put in. It can feel magical.
Paul McCartney said it's magic.
All right, fine.
I think if Paul McCartney tried to sell me timeshares, I'd buy them. Very easily swayed by what he says.
Who is clicking their fingers at the start of this record?
I don't know. It'd be a good job to have, wouldn't it? Be good. I want it. Who was it?
Well, according to the internet, so it might not be true because there are other rumours about this person that aren't true. For example, he never told Bob Mortimer to crack an egg into a bath.
No, not Chris Rea.
Yeah, apparently it's Chris Rea clicking the fingers. I mean, why would you get someone in to do that? Are all Queen all there going, oh, we can't do it. We can't do it. Quick, get Chris Rea in. He's got fingers.
Yeah.
So it might not be true.
I like it. Let's stick with that. It's better.
It's Chris Rea. Chris Rea doing the finger clicks.
I like it when Freddie laughs at the end. Ha 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 ha! It's magic. So much personality in it. Beautiful. Like I say, when it's going away, this record, I think, come back, I miss you.
And the video is great fun because Freddie is dressed up as Mandrake the Magician from Defenders of the Earth.
I thought he looked like a showbiz impresario. I thought that was a styling of him, but fair enough.
Yeah. God, it would be great if all showbiz impresarios looked like that still, wouldn't it? Every time we show up to do a gig, there's a bloke in a cape.
Yeah, you'd like it, wouldn't you?
And then the rest of the band are dressed as tramps until Freddie uses his magic.
The animation, again, people were going on about, he's nicked this from Roger Rabbit like they did with the last song. I thought, no, he hasn't. It's not coming for another couple of years, a bunch of divs.
You can't just say everything's nicked from Roger Rabbit, mate.
Number 6.
Down one to number 6 this week. It's The Real Thing with You To Me Are Everything, but it's not just called that because it's got a little addendum, hasn't it? You usually do bracket work, James. What do The Real Thing call this version of You To Me Are Everything?
Well, it's either called the Decade Mix or the 1986 Remix.
Or, according to something I looked at, the Decade Remix 76/86.
Yeah, that kind of sums up what it is. Basically, it's 10 years since You To Me Are Everything was a number one hit. Yeah. So they've 80s-fied it and re-released it.
Just to remind you briefly, if you can't remember it, it's that one that goes, I would take the stars out of the sky for you. Stop the rain from falling if you ask me to. I'd do anything for you. Your wish is my command. I could move mountain when your hand is in my hand. And you know the chorus of You To Me Are Everything. Sweetest song that I could sing. Oh, baby. Oh, you know the song. I'll just say that so you don't have to nip over to Spotify.
Without wishing to sound like a proper music man, the original's so much better, isn't it, than this mix of it? It sounds a bit tinny and 80s, and it's still good.
It's number 6 in the charts. What more do you need? I mean, I'm guessing that's the reason they recorded it. Make me think how good this song is. That you just every 10 years, you think, we'll just put out a version using the tropes of the decades and have another hit with it.
Yeah, this is their 4th of 6 UK top 10s, and it's a remix of their first.
I would also like to point out it is the only song in this half of the top 10 with a key change in. You know how I feel about a key change.
Where are The Real Thing from?
Famously, they are from Liverpool.
Yes, they're probably the best band to come out of Liverpool, aren't they?
Yes, with the most hits.
Yes. They started off, they evolved from a 60s group called The Chants.
Yeah. While we're talking about Liverpool, loads of people in YouTube comments were going on about this was used for a clip for Jurgen when he left Liverpool. Jurgen, what's his name? Klopp?
Jurgen Klopp, yes.
So apparently this is in the hearts of Liverpool fans because someone who had a great ear for pop music used it as the background for a sad clip of a manager resigning.
What do The Real Thing have in common with Middle of the Road, Mary Hopkin, Peters and Lee, Jerry Monroe, and Sue Pollard?
No, in some shape or form, we have talked about all 5 of them people in the past. So it's a pertinent question.
That's why I've included them. You could also add Lena Zavaroni and Paper Lace into that, and Little and Large.
Was it an appearance on the TV show, New Faces or something?
Not New Faces.
Opportunity Knocks.
Opportunity Knocks.
Darn it, I could have had 1,000,000 pop points then and I blew it all.
The real thing with the first all-black band to appear on Opportunity Knocks, and they won their show.
Yeah.
And they would go on to be the most successful black rock/soul act of the 70s.
Okay, well, I mean, an achievement. They're still playing to this day, I saw. When I was having a look around, I see their posters around the provincial theatres all the time, so well done them.
Yeah, Chris Amu and Dave Smith from The Real Thing, they're still touring. I mean, the song is just, it's all hooks, isn't it?
I think the best bit of this, and bear in mind how strong the rest of this song, after you think, this is good, this is all finished now with the chorus, you've also got that beautiful bit of, so now you've got the best of me, come on and take the rest of me, oh baby. So it's full of them, isn't it? It's full of, moments.
And as Marilyn Monroe once said, if you can't handle me at the rest of me, you don't get me at my best of me.
That's what she said. Everyone knows it.
Chris Amu, the singer, said about this song, it changed everything. We went from being 4 black guys from Toxteth, making a living as best we could, to having financial security. And, you know, you forget that it does have that impact on people, doesn't it? It changes their lives.
Yeah, imagine a bit of financial security, what that would do to you.
This is more than a hit, isn't it? This is a classic.
Yeah, I agree.
There's something about the lyrical content of the song, isn't it? That kind of, it's about love and devotion. I met a bloke, I completely forgot, I met a bloke who had this tattooed on his arm.
You to me are everything, the title or the rest of the words.
He had like the sheet music tattooed on his arm.
Yeah.
You to me are everything. You know, that's the impact this song has on people.
It reminds me of a Smokey Robinson song, if you like. The lyrics they're not earth-shattering or clever, but they absolutely do the job. The music, the instrumentation, the arrangement is beautiful. Let's bang in the producers while we're here. You know, everything about it is a perfect record. At least the 76 version, and the 86 one is, you know, an update. That's all right.
Yeah.
It doesn't get rid of the 76 version.
No, it doesn't.
And the 76 version wouldn't be in the top 10 hit, would it, in 1986? So they've done well.
It's written by Ken Gold and Mick Denny, who say they wrote it in less than an hour. Ken Gold said, "We were trying to grab a good lyric that made sense and rhymed." Literally describing what songwriting is, mate.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
He also says, "It makes me proud on a metaphysical level."
Yeah, right. He's very core of his existence while he's sitting on a big wad of cash. Do you think he would have been proud of it if it just hadn't got anywhere? I think that sometimes with these songs, don't you? It's only luck, really, and a touch of the wind blowing in the right direction.
Well, yes, but also you know, let's bring in Nile. It does chime with a lot of people.
Do it properly. Do Nile Rodgers properly if we're going to do it.
Nile Rodgers said, if the song gets into the top 40, then, you know, you have to respect it because it's chimed with a lot of people. And this was a big number 1 hit and a top 10 hit again 10 years later, and it still gets played all the time and people have it tattooed on their arm. So I don't think it is just luck. I think luck does play a part, but it's also got to be good. Should we talk about the people who remixed this?
Please.
Pioneering British DJ and former DLT collaborator, DJ Froggy, a.k.a. Steve Howlett, who died...
Hang on. DLT collaborator, the collaborator with the hairy cornflake, Dave Lee Travis.
Yes, he used to work with Dave Lee Travis for a little while.
How did he collaborate? I love a story John Peel told about Dave Lee Travis. He asked him what his favourite music was, and he said, "I don't have any records at home." So...
Yeah. They did like live shows together and stuff.
Okay.
He was called
that'd be one to miss.
DJ Froggy. He died in 2008, aged only 57. And every year there's a memorial event in his honour in his hometown called Frog March.
Nice.
There's him and a guy called Simon Harris, who in 1988 would have a number 12 hit with bass brackets, How Low Can You Go?
I remember that record. I love that one. Oh, well done, DLT and your team. I never thought I'd be saying that.
No, DLT hasn't got anything to do with this record.
Good.
Other than he used to work with one of the guys who remixed it. Stop spreading rumours that this DLT wrote this. He didn't.
Well, that's been an interesting numbers 10 to 6 of this 1986 chart, James.
I think it was interesting, informative, entertaining, and we've all learnt a lot and had a nice time.
As always, you should check out all these musics that we've just been talking about. It'll be
All these
after now.
musics?
All these musics. And a lot of the tune. Say about lyrics, don't they? Sometimes you say lyric and lyrics. Some say music and music.
Okay, fair enough.
You can check out all these musics in our attached playlist. Also, there's another 5 records, because that's going to be numbers 5 to 1. And there's another half a dozen records we never have made the top 10, and we'd like to call them our bonus tracks for our Patreon supporters.
Yeah, patreon.com/UBpodcast to join our merry band of people.
Yes,
And,
if you're not going to do that, at least put a thumbs up on this. You know the things people ask at the end of the videos. You're a person of the 21st century. You know the reason why. Like, subscribe, share, follow, rate, review.
Yeah, if you've made it this
troll.
far, you've got, best part of an hour's worth of entertainment. The least you could do is click the thumb. Come on.
Please do.
And coming up in part 2, we've got the British answer to Madonna, a re-release inspired by sound-alikes, a Simpsons reference, and probably my favourite record of all time.
What more do you need? And whatever you do in the meantime, please shooby-dooby-doo up.
Bop bop shoo up.